Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Wise One Gaming, and I'm doing something different today. For those of you who may not know, I do have a reaction channel alongside this gaming channel. You know, I think it's called the Wise One's Thoughts or something right now. I've renamed it a couple times. Yeah, check that out. I've been uploading a video on that channel like years. Well, at least since I was in high school, like sophomore year in high school. That's all it's been. I don't know. I just can't find good software for my computer for some reason. If you're reacting yourself, or you know somebody, or what a YouTube reactor uses for your computers to do reaction videos, I appreciate the software name in the comment section. But anyway, we're here to talk about EDP445 today. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard about the situation. For those of you who don't know, though, EDP445, he's a YouTuber, really obnoxious. And he was caught in a sting operation because he was allegedly talking to underage girls. And so there were like a whole bunch of people talking to these guys called the predator poachers or whatever. And they were like, yo, please look into EDP445. And I guess they were like, cool. So they posed as a decoy who was supposed to be a 13-year-old girl. They started messaging them. And at first it was just kind of, I'm not going to say light, because that's not light necessarily. It was like simple stuff. The stuff was still suspect nonetheless, but it was like simple stuff. As the days went by, though, the stuff started getting more sexual, and it's like, dude, it's like, whoa. I don't know why people don't expect this stuff out of him, because if you actually look at him, that is sus. It's like the stuff he's putting out on YouTube makes him suspicious. If you know what EDP stands for, if you know it's an acronym, and if you know what it stands for, that's suspicious in itself. So I don't know how people don't see this coming out of him. And besides, he's huge. That's another thing. That's another key factor too. He's huge. Like, go look this guy up. Matter of fact, it's probably, maybe I'll put a picture of him. I don't know. Do I feel like editing a picture of this guy in? Who knows? But he's huge. That's the whole point. He knows nobody wants him. Apparently he has a girlfriend. He had a girlfriend at one point. I don't know how that got messed up. But he hasn't had one since, apparently. But anyway, he was talking to this 13-year-old decoy. He was talking some real sexual stuff. And it led to plans to meet up. So he was doing his thing. He went to go meet up with the girl. And he got the predator poachers instead. and they started questioning him about what he was doing there and why he was there. He tried to say that he was just there to get a quote-unquote cupcake.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Meanwhile, the meeting place was like halfway across his town. It's like, who's driving across town to get a cupcake? That's the dumbest reason. That's the dumbest explanation or justification, whichever word you prefer. That's dumb. It's like, who's driving across town to get a cupcake? We can go get a cupcake from the local shop right or whatever. I don't know. Mind you, we're talking a 17-year difference between these two people. He's 13 and she's 13. 17 years. I don't know. It's unfathomable. Even I'm at a loss for words. I don't know how he can defend himself in that. There's no way to. It just looks suspicious all the way around. Yeah, they will question him though. It's a fucking cupcake. And why doesn't he already have cupcakes? My question. As fat as he is, but he's gotta be at least eating a case a day. Like every day, just head over to the supermarket, buy a case of cupcake, have one for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert on top of that. Oh man, there's a question. So these predator poachers were apparently fans of EDP back in high school. They used to watch him. They thought he was hilarious, as they said. Me and my friend thought you were cool, you know, all that jazz. He said, I appreciate that. Take a walk to some other part of the apartment complex where he was meeting this decoy. And EDP wants to be a clown. Try to lighten up a mood or whatever. From his stupidity. Try to fist bump the guy. He's like, I don't fist bump people like you, man. And he's like, oh, okay. And trying to laugh it off. You're not in a funny situation, man. We'll tell you that much. It's not a funny situation. This ain't funny. You out here in these streets talking nasty to the young people. That ain't cool, my dude. That ain't cool. You lucky you got them instead of Chris Hansen. Cause you got Chris Hansen, you'd have booked your ass immediately. Just would have met up with the decoy. She would have tricked you into thinking she was getting ready for you and everything. And Chris Hansen would have popped out and you would have been salty. I'm like, bruh. Out here talking nasty in these chat logs. Everybody else who's reacted to the situation has the chat logs on their channel. I mean, I honestly tried for the sake of this video to get the chat logs, but I couldn't find them. I'm kind of relieved too, because I watched a couple other videos in this situation, and them chat logs are dirty. Like, bro, it's really suspect. Like, that's like, yo, he was really dirty. Talk about, like, dude, oh, toes and trying to get his girl freaking sex ed courses when he's talking to her about what he's going to do to her and stuff. Like, this dude was talking about, I'm not telling, I don't even care for what the chat logs really say. What I remember off the top of my head, but dude was talking about climbing through her window and like handcuffing her and throwing her in his car and locking her in some type of dungeon or whatnot. Like, dude was really weird. I was just like, and he thinks he can just get his way out of this. You know why? Because he's done stuff like this before, apparently. People say he's done stuff like this before. And he was able to get out of it. His fan base helped him out of it and stuff like that. And it's like, what? This is why he thinks he could just joke his way out of it and guilt trip people into thinking that he wasn't serious. Because he's done it before, and it's like, people let him, he's done it 6 times apparently. That's my whole thing. He's done it 6 times, and people have let him off each time. It's like, how dumb do you have to be? It's like, I'm like, does this dude not know the law? You talk to underage girls, you go to prison. Like, you can't be this stupid. It must be hard. And the people who are defending him are just as stupid, because it's like, he's done this time and time again. And you think he's learned his lesson? He obviously hasn't. And you're sitting there defending him again. This dude is a weirdo. And you're being loyal to him? You can't be serious. Like, for real. Go look at this dude's YouTube channels. Apparently he has 2. I mean, I can't tell you guys to go look at his channel. I mean, you can if you want to. But from what I've seen, this dude's just obnoxious. All he does is yell and scream and rant about football. Besides that, he talks about getting off and other nasty, taking dumps in bathrooms of random food establishments, Chipotle and stuff. You think it's like this dude? It's like, how this dude thinks that clogging toilets inside of fast food restaurants is funny, and you don't think there's something wrong with that? You don't think there's something wrong with him? Like, bruh, this is the dude we're talking about, the meme from Instagram. I don't know if he's a meme or not, but the dude who says, quote unquote, "Acting off should be a professional sport."
Would you guys consider acting off to be a sport?
You don't think there's something wrong with that? It's like, where's your head have to be to defend this guy? Anyway, he's talking to this 13-year-old, telling her all the stuff he's gonna do. Then he goes to meet up with her and gets caught. He started questioning him and taking shots at him. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed at a couple of the shots that they took. But whole situation is wild. You had Chet Goldstein, how everybody's describing them as this lumberjack looking mother, apparently. And you got this other guy, I don't know the other guy's name. But yeah, they're questioning them back and forth. And EDP's not taking it seriously until they start drilling them some more. So they threatened to call the cops on him. And then he started praying for his life. Oh, don't do this, man. Are you really doing this? Wow. He's like, yes. They told him to call the cops. That was funny too. They're like, why don't you call the cops? It's like, he's not going to call the cops on himself. I mean, you know what's really funny? These dudes claim to be a fan. him. Him back in high school, claiming to have watched them and stuff like that. But how do you, if you're a fan of somebody, do you set them up? Is that norm? That what we do now? Like for real? We set, like, you can't claim to be a fan of somebody like that. I mean, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe fans set their idols up. Anyway, he got caught, and they let him get away. I don't see how. All you have to do is just tackle him, but they let him get away. He drove. He walked. This dude was literally walking, and he let him go. Why they had the cops on the line? Talk about telling the cops to send somebody quicker. And I'm like, what? Just stop him. How hard can it be? He can't run. He looks like the human version of Water Noose off of Monsters Inc. He can't run anywhere. Stop him. But they let him get away. And ever since he's got away, dude's been making these so-called response videos. And the stuff he's just saying is out of line. Oh. You know, it's what the society will call victim blaming. He's blaming these underage girls for his actions. I was like, how? How? It's like, bro, how you can be mad at the girls because you can't control your urges? Like, you, it's like you're getting turned on by every underage girl you see, and it's somehow their fault. Is this happening to everybody else who's of age, who's of legal age? No, I can't say that, but the general consensus, I would believe, is no. This is you. No, you and nobody but you. You can't blame these people. You talk about, oh, the girl shouldn't. The girl should have her head in a book, in a textbook and stuff, her nose in a textbook, learn her ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Bro, it's like, make it make sense. It's like, first of all, it's like, yeah, she shouldn't have whatever he was talking about, what, her revealing clothing or whatever like that, and her body features, which is suspect. Again. And now he was blaming her for those body features. Like, she shouldn't have the revealing clothing on. I can agree on that part. She shouldn't have that clothing on. But we live in a society where people idolize these rappers and singers like Cardi B and whatnot, and Megan Thee Stallion and stuff. You know that. Stop acting like you don't know. You know this, bro. Like, this is all you. You should just have better judgment. Honestly, you should just have better judgment. That's all it really is. You get turned on by underage girls. Now you want to play the victim. That's not how it works. That is not okay. That's not how it works, bro. That's not how life works. You can't up and play the victim. All right? You did what you did. Now you suffer consequences. You victim blaming and you getting mad at society because everybody's calling you your bull. Stop fucking up. That's real easy. He said that girl was 15. That's what I don't get too. He said she was 15. You can act disgusted by a 15-year-old, but you fall for a 13-year-old decoy. That's something I don't understand. This is all you. How does that work? You disgusted by a 15-year-old, but you fall for a 13-year-old decoy. Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. Talk about telling us to think about whether he would really throw his life away for these underage girls. You think about that. You think about whether that's really worth it. And you tell us that answer. Right? I've seen some other YouTubers react to this whole situation as well. I heard one that brought out a real good point. And that's it. We was talking about how he was lonely. He tried to justify his being lonely. EDP did, saying his loneliness. But the YouTuber brought some good points. He destroyed himself. EDP destroyed himself. He ate himself into oblivion. Like, huge. Like go watch the video. I might put the link in the description. I might. But go watch the video on YouTube. It's huge. Like, who's going to be attracted to him? He was talking about it. No 13-year-old is going to be attracted to him. The way he described it, the 13-year-olds attracted like band boys and everything. Jonas Brothers, those type of guys. Not fans. I can't believe that EDP really thought somebody was trying to talk to him genuinely. Somebody of that age. Like, nobody wants you. You're fat. I still hate how he tried to just to fight with loneliness. Bruh. Okay, look. Give me a number. So, let's do 7. Let's say I have 7 friends, right? Like, let's say, like, how many? Like, 2 of those friends text me first. Sometimes 2 of those friends like text me first. Sometimes the other 5 wouldn't. Okay, bruh. I'd have to text everybody first. I have to text everybody first for them to talk to me. Bruh, you know, there's been people in my life whom I've reached out to repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly. And they just don't respond. I just repeatedly do it to no avail. Bruh. Like, you can't, no, that's loneliness. No, there's no excuse for that. That's not an excuse. It's about he lost his mom too. Okay, you lost your mom. I guess I can kind of empathize with that, but it's still not an excuse. Like, yo, just imagine how his mom would react though when she found out her son was destined to be a jailbird. Like, probably up there begging God to still excuse his behavior and let him into heaven. Probably up there telling God that she tried to tell him as a child to stop eating so many cheeseburgers and apple pies. She's like, please God, please let him into heaven. I promise he'll be different. I'll kick his once he gets here. It makes no sense. There's a lot of other people in this world who feel lonely. And they don't do stuff like this. People lose loved ones every day. And they don't do stuff like this. You can't use this as an excuse. Try to say his mom didn't raise a pedophile. You make your mom look bad, as it looks like she did. This is a clown, dog. Making these response videos. Talk about how he's got goddaughters. And talk about I'm scared. I really am. Whose kids are these? Who's letting them be the godfather of their kids? Who's letting them be the godfather of their kids? I'd take one look at this dude and I wouldn't trust him around my kids. That's how sus he is. Man, it just makes no sense. It's like making these response videos, getting mad at everybody else, or like screenshotting it and recording it and everything. This is what you get. You jacked up, so you face consequences. I don't know what else to tell you, bro. Because do you realize that if you got Chris Hansen, your life will be over? I don't think he realizes that. He's getting mad now, but he's lucky to still be out and about. Goes through this guy's mind. It's crazy. How are you getting mad at us because we're calling you out on your bullshit? You should be mad at yourself. It's like you can't be this deprived. Like, and what gets me is that he was telling this underage girl about toys he's got, which is supposed to feel like a real private part or whatever. It's like, are you using that? Because you're telling us about it, so you must be. So it's like, why, in this instance, did you not decide to use that? Because it's some random person that came to your DMs, and you jumped at the chance? No, it's like, dude. Make it make sense. And if it's that serious bisex though, why don't you? What? You have YouTube money. Why are you throwing it all away to go to jail over this whole situation, and just throwing it some away to do that? to invest in your urges, whatever urges you and fantasies you may have. It's like, I don't get it. You got YouTube money, like I just said. How much is it really going to cost you? It can't cost you that much. It's like, this dude's a whole clown. All crazy. Like, man, he was saying some real sus stuff too. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even want to know if I want to look at those chat logs again, because he was saying, I don't know if I've stumbled across worse on Quora or not, or on Reddit, but he said some real suspect stuff. And you know, on Quora, there's suspect stuff too. Not to this degree. You know, I might search Quora like when I got a little free time. You know, on that side, I can't even go 5 minutes without finding some stupidity or vulgarity on there. EDP's in a whole nother league though. Honestly. Like, he's in a whole nother a league of stupidity and vulgarity. All he does is sit at home, jerk off, talk about it, take craps, and drop F-bombs. F-ing this, F-ing that, mother F-ing this, F you, F me, F this, F that, mother F-ing. That's all he ever does. Like, I watched one video about this situation recently, and that's all he's like, the amount of F-bombs he dropped made my stomach hurt. Or maybe it was something else, but still, it was unfathomable. It was unreal. It's like he was dropping F-bombs every 5 seconds. It's like, dude. But he has the nerve to call other people who have the right mental. He called them no life having, no job having Mario Kart players that stay on Call of Duty all day and stuff. It's like, how come you're mad? We're looking at you like you're crazy because you are doing some weird stuff. If anything, you're no life having, no job having pedophile. Like, he's crazy. They called the cops. He started when they called the cops. That's the funniest part. Talk about he was gonna find a place to get help and stuff like that. That they were gonna witness it. He was gonna find a place to get help because he had the chance to, and he never did. I'm like, what? 6 times he talked to underage girls. He had the chance to get help after each time, and he never did. So how do we know he's gonna get help now? And even if he did get help, like he said he was going to, we don't know if he actually would have went. He scheduled an appointment just to get him out of his face, and then just never went. Who would have just talking to underage girls again? This is crazy. He's a fat blob, as somebody once said. But yeah, man, I don't know what this guy's problem is. He's making response videos to people screenshotting and recording and calling them out and deleting videos off his main channel and whatnot. He's doing a whole bunch of random, and he's not fixing himself. It's talking that weird stuff. I don't know. Look, here's just what I have to say. Everybody involved in the situation is a clown. EDP's a clown because, you know, he's all jacked up as we just talking about. Yeah. The Chet Goldstein guy's a clown too. Because, you know, it's just that he could have stopped the dude. Stopped EDP, but he didn't. He let EDP walk away. This dude was walking away. And he didn't stop him. He just let dude drive off. They both let dude drive off. They're clowns too. Setting them up. All they had to do, once they found out he was doing this stuff, all you had to do was file a police report. Man, it's crazy. All you had to do was file a police report. And his life would be done. And a lot of people talking about this situation, I really have to wonder too, because they're talking about how he has a lot of guns or whatnot, how he could possibly off himself. It's like, you guys are the ones shaming him in the first place. Pedophilia is a f***ed up thing. It is what it is. It's like, if you're gonna... What I'm trying to say is like, why... If he self-deletes, I mean, would you really care if he self-deleted? Would you really care? Because it's like y'all the ones y'all the ones talking down. It's like why would you care now if he killed himself? I'm not saying that he should. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, man. Just my thoughts on the whole EDP situation. You know, everybody's talking about it. I thought I'd share my take too. No, tell me what you guys thought of this situation. Tell me what you thought of my comments. No, hope you enjoyed this little rant or whatever you want to call it. For the Wise One Gaming. Peace out. Cool.